Just a moment for technical difficulties.
I work for Channel 2 News, so I'm very used to technical difficulties. We have one mic that works in our entire building. So I'll just roll out my building voice. It's good to see everybody this Sunday. It is, of course, a Sunday to awaken to universal law. The first law, which is the Broncos shall win this afternoon. With Bo Nix as our quarterback. I'm looking forward to it. A couple of things to get to it. We want to silence your cell phone so it doesn't ring. That's the one piece of technology that always does work when you don't want it to. So go ahead and silence it, or better still turn it off. I guarantee you, you'll be fine for 1 hour, connected only to Spirit and to each other. I want to remind you folks, too, that we do prayer partners after the service. So if you have a prayer request, or you need help with something, or you want a little counsel, and it's private or it's personal, you can meet after the service and get some really great one-on-one communication. And I think, I haven't seen him here this morning, but I think, are Mike and Connie going to be our prayer partner? We'll have prayer partners for you for sure. Kristen will be our prayer partner, an equally wonderful one. We're working to grow our membership, and of course that means we need you to be a member. It's important to us, not just for our community, but for our organization and for our status as a nonprofit. So see Ricky, Bob, or Reverend Christina, very short application filled out. I became a member in 2020, one of the best decisions I ever made. We're also gathering prayer requests from our website, and prayer requests, I don't know if you know this or not, but it's an awesome thing. You can go to our website any time, whether it's a cousin or a grandma or a brother who is going under surgery. We found out I was having nose surgery. Rick said, hey, I'll do a prayer request for you, and send it on the pipeline. And look at my nose! Thank you. It's still big. It's still big, but the surgery was wonderful. I thank you for all those prayers. I also want you to know that Reverend Christina, you've seen her on Sundays prior, talk about it once or twice, her trips down to South America. And I know it's impacted her spiritual course, it's impacted her perspective, and this time around she's inviting others to join her. So it's a really cool program in Peru. It'll be this November. So if you're interested in, that might be fun to do. A trip with Reverend Christina to Peru. You can talk to her after the service. Again, she's planning for November, so now is the time to start thinking about whether that might be in your budget. At 12:30 today, we're going to have a gong bath, which comes here quite a bit in the sanctuary. If you've ever been, it's really a cool vibrational thing. So you can join us here. If you don't have a ticket, you can get one at the door. And again, when you buy tickets like this to Althea, any of the events here in the sanctuary, it helps support our group. So without further ado, Miss Peru herself, Reverend Christine.
Good morning.
Good morning.
If anyone can't hear me, just raise your hand. Welcome to Althea. In 1887, three sisters, the Brooks sisters, created this beautiful center that stands on Cheyenne, Arapaho, and Ute Nation land. It is a spiritual vortex. Althea Center is a non-profit steeped in divine science teachings, which is one of the beginnings of New Thought. I did some history on this building. If you go to historycolorado.org, I just discovered Nona Brooks was Denver, Colorado's first female minister. Shocking. So we are a non-denominational center, as I've stated, steeped in metaphysical law, which we will talk more today. We celebrate all faiths, all denominations, all traditions. We honor all political beliefs, affiliations, because we practice oneness. We do practice what we preach. Huntington Knit Jitsing. Welcome, you guys, online on Facebook and later on YouTube. Welcome to Althea. If you're new here, please raise your hand. Oh, Cooper, nice to meet you. And afterwards, we get together in community. There's like tea, coffee, I think there's cookies or donuts. Also here, we do a lot of ritual here. We have an altar here. The wonderful board vice president, Barbara, sets up every Sunday. If you want to bring a crystal, a memento, a picture of a loved one, knowing that this is prayed over in positivity and love and life and in oneness. And now, our opening prayer, Kristen, our amazing practitioner, will surround us in love and light and ground us for today. Thank you, Kristen.
Thank you, Reverend Christina, and welcome everyone. Can you hear me now? You can't hear me now? Is that better? Okay. Sorry about that. I'll speak loudly. How's that? Okay. Try this again. I'd like you to join me in prayer. Settle back into your seats. And place your awareness into the ever-loving presence that is all around you. Notice how the light infiltrates every cell in your body notice the peace that falls all around you, in you, throughout you, and also permeates every beautiful situation in your life, be it challenging, loving, or on a growth trajectory. It is all God. It is all Spirit. I know this, and I sense this, and I affirm this, not only for myself, but for everyone present in this beautiful historic building, everyone joining us online, and every sentient being on this planet. We are all one. This beautiful spiritual awareness, as we bless Reverend Christina to go into our Sunday message today, this awareness we are able to take with us throughout our day and throughout our week, loving and blessing and bringing grace to everywhere we find ourselves. It is in this wholeness, in this awareness, may we find love for ourselves and love for others, love for our planet, and love for our spiritual community. And so it does.
Good morning, everyone. Here at Althea, for those that are new, we do not practice dogma. There's no room for that in learning. But what we do have and stand behind is our statement of being. And we have the word God in it, but we often call it universe, life, spirit. And it's that creator, that thing that keeps us all alive. Right, so if you'll please stand and join me in the statement of being. Goes like this. God is all, both invisible and visible. One presence, one mind, one power is all. This one that is all is perfect life, perfect love, and perfect substance. We are individualized expressions of God, and are ever one with this perfect life, perfect love, and perfect substance. Please be standing and join me in singing the face of God.
Our featured musician has been here before, lives in Denver, Colorado. Katana Van Balen. But when I saw Van Balen, my mind did go Van Balen. And that's the Katana. So welcome Katana back. Katana has intricate nuances of classical music with a bold and improvisational flair of jazz, rock, and the enchanted world musical theater. Based in Denver, Katana's musical journey is deeply intertwined with the city's vibrant music scene. Classically trained, the Katana is deeply influenced by the early exposure of jazz, rock, and theater elements. Katana performers are dynamic expression for their creative spirit. Their music is mesmerizing the journey through diverse musical landscapes, with an energetic passion that resonates long after the last chord fades. Beautiful souls, welcome Katana Van Bill.
Thank you very much. This is I was actually asked if I would play Great Balls of Fire today, but I'm going to go ahead and play that. This is a song I'm going to be playing. It's a song that my good friend Darryl has been wanting to hear me play in the sanctuary, basically since I started coming in here. So here it goes. It's a little rock on for you.
Manifestation is turning potentiality into actuality. The unknown into the known. The unseen into the visible. No magic about it. We're simply working with natural laws to shape and fill our lives according to our desires and vivid imagination. Let's understand this about this creative process. That manifestation is more than just acquisition. Everything is energy, vibration, patterns. Ultimately, we don't create something out of nothing. That which we seek already exists, and you already exist. Doesn't it follow then that it's just a matter of aligning our energy, forming a relationship between you and that which you imagine? It is not acquisition, it is alignment. And the second reading is by the Pavilion, which is a study of the Hermetic philosophy of ancient Egypt and Greece. Every cause has its effect. Every effect has its cause. Everything happens according to law. Chance is but a name for law not recognized. There are many planes of causation, but nothing escapes the law.
So there's no such thing as luck. There's only law. There are many laws of the universe. Some people say there are 33, 21, 12, 22. I don't know. I'm going with 33. I like double numbers. In these teachings, it's based in the law of attraction, but also the law of vibration. That's how come you hear us mention affirmative prayer and meditation. This month, and we're ending the month of the Art of Awakening, because we're in a time of great awakening. It's not just month, the whole world is shifting and changing. If you don't believe me, look around. We're here at this time to remember and recall who we are and whose we are. That is the use of the law. I was going to come in with a big book and drop the book down and show you the law of gravity. I didn't want to scare you guys this early in the morning. But law of gravity exists on this planet. That's a physical law of Mother Earth. Law of attraction, it's a universal law. Now some people in this room know these teachings, but a lot of times, me included, we need to remember, because I forget sometimes using the law. Going into fear, doubt, oh my God syndrome. Hearing too much, paying attention to things that might be an illusion. The law and love works together. Ernest Holmes wrote a book called Love and Law. I think he wrote it in 1936. He wrote it for these times. Emma Curtis Hopkins taught Nona Brooks, who created this with her sisters, and taught Ernest Holmes. We're talking early 1900s, talking about the laws. Now, they didn't make it up. It came from the Kabbalion. It came from Hinduism. It came from maybe a star system. It's time for us to awaken to it. Now, law of attraction is fun. This is the first time I'm really talking about it. Because I try to stay away from it, because a lot of people, like, you can hashtag manifestation. It's all over. There are 20-year-olds on TikTok talking about manifestation. I think it's funny and cute because it's really old. They think they found something new. No, they found it. We manifest our life through thoughts and feelings and beliefs. And that is awakening to the universal law. You do get what you think about, whether you want it or not. The art of awakening When I first talked about it was time to remember, time to recall. And last week was about being bold and audacious. It is time we be bold and audacious, and all of us have access to the law. How do I know that? You're all breathing. We all have access to it. There's no one more powerful than you. I find it interesting, especially in today's society, of all this comparison of watching famous people, the Real Housewives, and blah, 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 and looking at this and all this comparison. Realize this, that's their human ego that's getting you stuck and telling you, well, they have that because of this, or they have this because they're this pedigree, or they have this because they know this person. Bull crap. They all worked with the laws of the universe. Pele, I don't know how many of you all remember Pele, the soccer player. He used to visualize and play old tapes of him playing soccer when he was a little kid before every match. He visualized and felt in his being winning. The Williams sisters, they're publicly talking about this now. They're publicly saying it. And they are free. I watched Serena Williams saying, I'm Christian, but. And I listened to the article. I saw her body movement. She was shaking because she was afraid to even go there because she was talking this and she prayed and meditated. But some of the older Christian faiths don't want you talking about that. Now, I'm not doing Christianity because I believe in Yeshua ben Joseph, a.k.a. Jesus the Christ. That's Christ consciousness. But she was so afraid and she even said, because some of her relatives believe it's black magic. I've been told that. I believe this is why our society has stopped manifesting goodness. But we're quick to manifest fear, doubt, anger, and rage. It's time for us to manifest peace, wholeness, and it does start individually. So I'm going to go a little deeper into this. Esther Hicks, woman that channels a group of souls called Abraham, says law of attraction is universal and every person is affected by it. And it is always true that what I think and what I feel and what I get are always a match. I'm going to not only say affected, effective. How are we affecting our lives? You must be a vibrational match of what we desire, not want. Give you a quick lesson. Want means lack. This is want. We're always wanting. It's always running. Desiring is bringing it now, even though you don't see it. That's how come we offer for you to meet with a prayer practitioner. Or in the back of the room, get yourself a prayer request so we can affirm for you when you don't see. The human eye is deceiving. It's only physical. It's only physical. The law always wins, always works. So getting into this beautiful alignment of law of attraction, you know what it takes? Happiness and joy. I don't know about you, but I know when I'm in a place of high love and vibration, I manifest things, good things in my life like that. I'll give you an example, and this may sound a little off, but when I was going through my divorce, and I call it my freedom day, I was excited. I said yes to my life, to releasing a narcissistic man who wanted me off the planet. I was beaming. There were people thought I was crazy. I was so happy. Well, during this time, and in meeting my now husband, Greg, he told me, you got the Midas touch. I won $300 from a scratch ticket. I did go to Central City and won $1,500. Yes. It kept coming in. By the way, y'all, this was during a recession. Sold a house in California. My stock that started at maybe $1,000 blew up to $350,000. And you know why? And I didn't even get it. Because in the beginning, during this time, I started Science of Mind classes, very similar to Divine Science, about law of attraction. And there's a minister called Dr. Roger Taylor. He said, you know how come you're manifesting so fast? You're in love with your life. You're in love with this man. You're happy. We don't manifest from fear. We manifest from joy. You know how come people, 80% of people that win major lotteries lose their money? When they got the money, they were still in fear. They were still in an old belief pattern that they're going to lose it. They weren't a vibrational match to it. They manifested it. But if you don't keep that energy high, even though you come up with challenges, you know what happens? Things happen. Cars break down. You blow it. You give it all away. Things fall apart. I come from a family of true duality. One side of the family was wealthy. The other side of the family was always going to the poorhouse. In my opinion, never left the poorhouse. My dad once said, if I didn't have no luck, bad luck, I have no luck at all. I messed up saying it because I've been reprogramming my mind going, every car my dad got broke down. And one day in my 20s, my car kept breaking down. Every car I got, I was like, why do I have this car luck? And I called my mom and she said, oh, it's your dad. I was like, oh crap. This isn't a curse. What can we do? Do I need to sage my car? She's like, no, she said, remember, he always said he always had bad luck. Maybe you had. Man, did I get mad. I'm like, oh no. I didn't get his alcoholism. I'm not getting this. So at 22 years old, I started reading the Handbook of Higher Consciousness and going to a Unity church in Baltimore, Maryland, because I forgot about that. So I started to say, every car works good. I was so cheesy with cars, my girlfriends couldn't stand me, because I named all my cars, I loved them, I kept the hood. And you know the weird thing that started happening? From age 26, and I really mean this, there is proof. Every car I had was free. I'm serious. All the way to 2016. Dated one guy who was down in the car dealership. He said, yeah, give me $100 for the tire. Every car lasts like 280,000 miles to this day. And every car was also free because the corporate job I got, they always gave me the check every month to pay for the car. Most of the time, the maintenance was. By me shifting that in my 20s, I changed what my mom called the Frederick car curse. It wasn't a curse. The curse really was my dad. I had to rewire that. Even though everyone thought I was cheesy, and I still need my cars. My new car is really stock. And I do better every now and then and say thank you for starting, especially when it's cold. You see how we can attract positive things, no matter what our family and our upbringing has said to us. No matter, even our society said, well, you have to work hard and damn near kill yourself till you're 65 years old to get this fake watch. Money does not just come from a job. More entrepreneurs have money because they're tapping into that creative wellspring, that spirit. They're tapping into it. That comes from all ways, and that comes from trust. But if you want a better life, choose to have it, and you will, because guess what? It's what? Come on. It's the law. Say it. It's the law. Say, repeat after me. The law is in me. The law as me. and I are one. Say it again. God and I are one. I want to see some enthusiasm. God and I are one. Yes. The law is in us, as us, and we get to use it and use it for good. I know people say people use the law for bad. That's true. There's some dark people on this planet. We see it. We have some other darks that are worth way more than 500 billion. We'll never know. They bomb other countries. Now the law is impartial, and that's where I used to get stuck in. Well, how can some people say, well, how can God give them all this money? God didn't do it. We have free will. The law doesn't know the difference between dark and light. I know it's shocking, but they're manifesting it. I'm going to say something a little political about Putin, and this is fact. Putin studies metaphysics. He uses it the wrong way. Start studying old ways, dare I say Napoleon or Hitler. Every sacred geometry can be turned for dark. We can keep it the way it is for good. Hitler used sacred geometry to empower and embolden himself. Now, it flipped on him because he lost his mind. The spirit is all there is. But you understand how we get to use the law for good, for love. You can even take law as an acronym of love always wins. Yes, God, thank you. Love always wins. And love and law is light. So we get to manifest from that. And not through manipulation. Because some people think, oh, well, I want to get that guy or that girl, even though they're with someone else. I've seen, before I was a minister, I was a practitioner, I'm still a practitioner, and people would pay for prayer support and affirmative prayer, and to talk about their spiritual issues and challenges. I've had 2 clients, and this has only happened twice, I'll say in 7 years, that wanted a married man. Woo, boy, did that trigger me. Holy cow. But I want him. I have to tell him, the law doesn't work that way. Because the love they share won't be that. Oh no, I'll find me someone else. And then the minister said, did she talk to you about that? I'm like, yeah. Determined to get this individual using the law for lower frequency. It didn't work in her favor because she kept pursuing this individual, and he had a weakness. They had an affair. She got with him, and it was a nightmare. I saw her 4 years later crying. I'm like, well, you used the law at work time. But what they had is not what he was going to have you. So the law is not the manipulation. That's become you see things go upside down, and we're seeing it on the planet going, what? Or you chuckle when something happens, you hear like, Because that law of attraction is the law of cause and effect. Karma's not bad. We have a bad habit of saying karma's a B-I-T-C-H. It's not. It's law. It's not bad. Because what you give in love, what you give in Christ consciousness, in that higher Buddha consciousness, and pure joy comes back to you. What you give in rage, fear, hate, narcissism, manipulation, oh, trust and disbelief, it will come back. I don't know if you heard the word pronoia. Pronoia is the opposite of paranoia. And boy, don't we have a lot of paranoia these days. But pronoia will help you see that the universe conspires for your good, for your favor. Everything works for your good. There's a young lady, some of you all know, that comes here with the baby. That's in my life. I was there when she was born and literally came out of her mom's belly. At 3 years old, this is Baltimore, at 3 years old, this little girl at the time wanted to live in Colorado, but she didn't know what that was. She kept saying she's a cowgirl. As she got older, I'm a cowgirl. Talked to her as a teenager. I'm coming to Colorado. She didn't know why. She never knew how she was going to get here. Fast forward to 2021. Me and Millie drove cross country now. She is starting to get this thought. She's like, oh my God, I manifested that. She had pictures on the wall. And her mom's like, it's like she's peeing into you, and I don't get it. I something this little knew she needed to live in the mountains and get off the East Coast. She is here now. Not knowing about the law of attraction. She's learning now that she lives with me. She's gonna just saying. And she's getting it. Yesterday, she found a stroller online. This is a $500 stroller, looks new. She bought it for $8. She's like, I thought about it 2 weeks ago. It just popped up on my feed. How did that happen? That's the law. We need to practice this. And I'm not just saying this for you. This is for me too. I forget. Sometimes I gotta look at things. If something breaks or something goes wrong in the house, just weird stuff. What's going on? And one time I got stuck in the energy field of, am I bringing this on myself? Well, please don't do that. There's a thing called spiritual bypassing. Don't say that. I've heard even people in these teachings say, well, what did they do to bring that on me? I have heard someone tell me, well, black slaves did something energetically to bring slavery on. That's bullcrap. That doesn't work that way. That was other people misusing the law to manipulate control of the people. So don't hold yourself in guilt if something does happen physically outside of you. But we are all responsible for the energy and frequency to not sit in that, if that makes sense. You get what I'm saying? You hear me? Use the law, especially, I don't care what side of the aisle you're on, whether you're libertarian, independent, Republican, I don't care what you're, dog, cat, goldfish, I don't care. Use the law, especially now. The beginning of this year, I said our theme here at Althea is open the door in 2024. Open the door to the art of you awakening. We're all ascending. We're ascending in physical form. We're ascending in higher consciousness. And that is the law. The earth is ascending. Iceland, volcanic eruptions. California, Hawaii is having eruptions. Hurricanes, everything's happening. But it is for a greater good. Hold on to that. We're all magicians. All of us are. The law of electricity, come on, it was always there. I believe the internet has always been here. It just took someone to create a box or a satellite dish to tap into it. Electricity's always been here. They tapped into it. The law of attraction, cause and effect, is here. And you can heal your body now. Believe into it. We are more powerful than we know. Love and law always wins. It is law. Remember that. I'm going to repeat it. It is law. That's where we manifest from. That's exactly where we manifest from. All the time. So when you see people saying, oh, they're just lucky, no, they're in a frequency. And maybe they call it luck. Whatever works, the universe doesn't care. They're in this higher level of frequency. When I watch my grandmother grew up dirt poor as a mixed woman in New Orleans, born in the late 1800s, And what I heard was 5th, 6th grade education, died a millionaire. Did everything legally. Investing money. And she always had this faith. Because she said, Shannon, I'm always poor. She kept being poor. When she started seeing the fluent, she said, no, that too is mine. That too is mine. Reverend Ike said it. It's been talked about for a long time. And it's not just for money, because a lot of people get triggered by money. It's everything. A comfortable home. Spending more time with your grandchildren. Traveling the world. Inner peace for yourself. Peace on the planet is coming. That's an understatement. When we tap into the law of life, the law of love within us, we will radiate that peace. Katana, can you start playing something, please? Just something like, I'm going to pray this out. The law wins, and this is quantum physics. The purpose of meditation, I'm going to keep saying this, it's time for us to get grounded. Start your day in prayer and contemplation. If you don't have a candle at home, get yourself a candle. Burn some incense. Something that sets your day every day without fail. If you can brush your teeth every day, and I hope you do, you can meditate and pray. Get yourself grounded. That's the teachings of Buddha, of Yeshua ben Joseph, of Hinduism, of Egyptian, the Kabbalion. Affirming praise, that's affirming, using the law of attraction what we want. Meditation brings us back into peace. So we can get messages. We're all mature. Everyone here, everyone online, everyone across the globe, if you like them or not, we're all one people. And we got this. Use the law. Awaken to your higher consciousness. Face the truth of who we are. Stand. Be. Keep manifesting your dreams. Because when you do, you get to help others. The time is now. So I invite you all, if you're willing, to take a deep breath. Close your eyes and be willing. Or do a soft gaze. Just relax. As we sit in this field, this body of the one planet, bird, big, beautiful blue ball. And I know the angels of the north, of the south, the east, and the west are all here as divine supreme creator known as God, the Alpha and the Omega. For there is only one life, one love, one presence, one power. And that presence and power created the laws of the universe. And as I know for myself and everyone here at Althea, we're in a unification of love, light, and law. And I affirm we all use it for good, for God, for grace, for glory, for wholeness, for love. And I know that our country is blessed. I know other countries are blessed. Russia, Africa, Alaska, Canada, Asia, all the people are in the oneness of the love and law, and that rises up. And what no longer serves all of us individually or collectively is now falling away. And we're awakening to our higher self, our higher yet to be, which is forming now. I know our week is blessed. I know there's only love and law, and there's only one. And I release this into the law, where it cannot be denied, it's only defined, and so it is.
moment been before, and it feels right home. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I lost my mind. I don't care if they call me crazy. We can live in a world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. There's a house we can build, every room inside is filled with things from far away. Special things I compile, each one there to make you smile on a rainy day. Let them say it all sounds crazy. Let them say we lost our minds. I don't care if they call us crazy. We can live in a world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. Oh, a million dreams for the world we're gonna make. However big, however small, that will be part of what it all. Share your dreams with me. Maybe right, maybe wrong. Say that you'll bring me along to the world you see, to the world I close my eyes to see. I close my eyes to see. Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. Million dreams, I think of what the world could be. A vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. Oh, a million dreams for the world we're gonna make. The world we're gonna make.
So this is the time of sacred giving. I invite the ushers to come up. And in this law of attraction, what you give, you get back. Some people give thinking, oh, I can't give, I won't have any. Well, if you believe in lack, that's what you get. Lack. You believe in abundance, and the universe is conspiring to help you out. All you gotta do is ask and believe. It will come back to you. I will put up our scan, our QR code, or you can go to AltheaCenter.org, and you can be a reoccurring donator, and plus you get to write off in your taxes. Sometimes I pray for my bills. Sometimes I imagine my bills are checks. Change the frequency and attract more love. But together, hold your gift of time in your hand, your checkbook, your phone. You can read your phone and stay together. The universe provides all that I need and all that I need. With great joy, I share my prosperity, planting seeds for a world I'm helping humanity. And so it is. Amen. Thank you all. Give it time, talent, treasure. We also have a gift jar in the back that takes your debit card, your credit card for $10 gifts. And there are people in this room, if you're new here, that have been donating to Althea for 30 years, 38 years. And thank you all for your abundant consciousness and also utilizing the law of attraction. And again, if you have any prayer requests, please drop them in. And I think there'll be a basket in the back, right, for prayer requests. You can read them out. Or send us an email. Or you can even, I've had someone put a prayer request on Facebook if you feel safe and comfortable. We will pray over those prayers throughout the week. And I get those prayer requests holding the light of oneness. Knowing whatever you are going through, you are supported, you are loved, and you are not alone. And now, community center. Thank you, Katana. Thank you for being here. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Speaking words of wisdom, let it
Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
It is that thing called life.
It is that thing called life.
I brush my teeth every day. And I know we are all growing into higher consciousness.
Okay, Rick.